It is so decided.
With that, the deal is done. To cheers and jubilance from political leaders after a long night of negotiations. To save the promises to fight climate change made 3 years ago in Paris. Now each country that signed on will have to keep track of their progress. Richer countries will help poorer ones pay for their measures to tackle global warming.
Okay, let's do it.
Arriving home, the leader of Canada's delegation was full of praise.
But in this day and age where we've seen challenges with different international organizations and, a different geopolitical alliance out there, you had almost 200 countries come together and have really tough negotiations, but on the end, agree on something that is so critically important, climate change.
But there was plenty they couldn't agree on. How to count the emissions reduced in cap-and-trade systems like Quebec's, that's shelved until next year. So too the need to do more to limit the planet's rise in temperature to 1.5 degrees instead of simply talking about it. For some environmentalists, that means tackling the question of fossil fuels head-on.
Starting a difficult conversation that Canada needs to have about how we're going to transition away from our dependence on the oil and gas industry.
Difficult indeed.
I hope they can hear us in Ottawa.
In Grande Prairie today, more than 1,000 people rallied to remind the country that Alberta is struggling. They want the pipeline that Ottawa bought built, a project seen by others as an obstacle to the federal government's climate targets.
They're simply not credible as long as they own and build pipelines and expand fossil fuels when the scientists have been very clear.
A difference of opinion that underscores an enduring truth. However tough international negotiations may be, Canada's hardest climate change battles will be fought at home. Salimah, Shivji, CBC News, Ottawa.